Shanti. 27/9/20 Avyakta Bapdada. Be constantly loving. Today, the Father, the ocean of love, has come to meet His loving children. This spiritual love makes every child an easy yogi. This love is an easy way to forget the whole of the old world. This love is the only powerful means to make every soul belong to the Father. Love is the foundation of Brahman life. Love is the basis of the sustenance needed to create a powerful life. All the elevated souls who have arrived personally in front of the Father have come here on the basis of their love. You come flying here with the wings of love and become residents of Madhuban. Bapdada was seeing all you loving children, how all of you are loving, but what is the difference between you? Why do you become number-wise? What is the reason for this? All of you are loving, but some of you are constantly loving, whereas others are just loving, and the third category are those who fulfill the responsibility of love according to the time. Bapdada saw these three types of loving children. Because those who are constantly loving are merged in love, they are always beyond having to make any effort or experiencing difficulty. Neither do they have to make effort, nor do they experience anything to be difficult. Because they are constantly loving, the elements of nature and Maya become their servants from now on. That is, the constantly loving souls become the masters. Therefore, the elements of nature and Maya automatically become their servants. The elements of nature and Maya do not have the courage to make constantly loving souls use their time and thoughts for them. Every moment and every thought of constantly loving souls is for remembrance of the Father and for doing service. This is why Maya and the elements of nature know that such constantly loving children can never be dependent on them, even in their thoughts. They are souls who have a right to all powers. The stage of constantly loving souls is praised as of those who belong to the one Father and none other. The Father is their world. The second type, the loving souls, definitely remain loving, but because they are not constant, their thoughts and through them their love sometimes goes in other directions. In transforming themselves every now and again, they experience having to make effort, and sometimes they experience difficulty, but very little. Whenever there is a subtle attack from the elements of nature or Maya, then because of love, they have remembrance very quickly, and they very quickly transform themselves with their power of remembrance. However, some of their time and their thoughts are used in overcoming the difficulty and in making that effort. Sometimes their love becomes ordinary, and at other times they remain absorbed in love. there continues to be a difference in their stage. Nevertheless, not too much of their time or their thoughts is wasted. That is why, although they are loving, they are not constantly loving, and they therefore become the second number. The third type are those who fulfill the responsibility of love according to the time. Such souls believe that true love cannot be received from anyone except the one Father, and that the spiritual love will make you elevated for all time. They have total knowledge, that is, understanding, and they still love just this life of love. However, because of not having controlling power, due to their attachment to their own bodies or sanskars, or attachment to a particular old sanskar, attachment to the sanskar of a person or possession, or to a sanskar of having waste thoughts, they carry a burden of waste thoughts, or because they lack the power of the gathering, they are unable to be successful in a gathering. A situation in the gathering finishes their love and pulls them towards itself. Some of them always become disheartened very quickly. 1 minute they would be flying very high, but if you look at them, the next minute they would be disheartened even with themselves. This sanskar of becoming disheartened with themselves doesn't allow them to be constantly loving. Some type of sanskar attracts them towards situations or nature. They get into an upheaval, but then because they experience love and love the life of love, they are nevertheless able to remember the Father. They try to become merged in the Father's love once again. So because of coming into upheaval according to the time and the situation, they sometimes have remembrance and sometimes are battling, because they spend a greater part of their lives battling. Their lives of being absorbed in love are then less in comparison. This is why they take the third number. Nevertheless, to be in the third number, compared with all the souls of the world, would still be said to be extremely elevated, because they have recognized the Father. They belong to the Father and the Brahman family. They are at least called the most elevated Brahman souls, the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. This is why, in comparison to the world, even they, the third type, are loving souls. However, in comparison to perfection, they are the third number. So all are loving but number-wise. The number one constantly loving souls are constantly like lotus flowers, detached and extremely loving to the Father. Loving souls are detached and loving, but they are not powerfully victorious like the Father. They are not absorbed in love, but are loving. Their special slogan is, "I belong to you and I will remain yours." They constantly continue to sing this song. Nevertheless, they have love and they therefore remain 80% safe. However, there is still the word sometimes that come in between. The word constantly is not used about them. The third number souls, because of repeatedly having to connect their love, also continue to make promises with love. That's it. From today, I will become this. From now, I will do this. Because they know the difference, they make promises and they make effort, but one particular sanskar or other doesn't allow them to remain lost in love. An obstacle brings them down from their stage of being lost in love. Therefore, the word constantly cannot be used about them because they are sometimes like this and at other times like that. They still have one particular weakness or other. Such souls have very sweet heart-to-heart conversations with Bab Dada. They demonstrate having a lot of rights. They say, the direction is from you, but you can also do it for us, and I will attain the reward of that. They say with love and a right, since you have made me belong to you, it is now up to you. The father says, the father knows, but the child should at least accept it. However, those children say with a right, whether I accept it or not, you will have to accept me as I am. So the father still feels mercy for such children because they are Brahman children after all. Therefore, he also gives special power through the instrument souls. However, some do take their power and transform themselves, whereas others, even though they receive power, they remain so lost in their own sanskars and they are unable to imbibe that power. If you give something nourishing to someone to eat and he doesn't eat it, what would happen? The Father gives special love, and some do gradually become powerful and change from the third type of souls to the second type. However, because some of them are very careless, they are unable to take as much as they should. All three types of children are loving children. They all have the title of being loving children, but they are number wise. Blessing. May you be a merciful world benefactor who gives courage and enthusiasm to every soul. Never say to a weak soul in the Brahmin family, you are weak. Constantly let good words for every soul emerge from the lips of you merciful world benefactor children. Not words which would dishearten anyone. No matter how weak some may be, even if you have to give them a signal or a teaching, first of all, make them powerful and then give them the teaching. First of all, plow the field with courage and enthusiasm, and then sow the seeds, and each seed will then easily bear fruit. By doing this, the service of world benefit will become fast. Slogan. Take blessings from the Father and experience being constantly full. Om Shanti. Meditation. I detach my mind from the external world, coming to the inner being, the being of light that I am. I go deep within myself and I realize that I am the soul. energy. The life and within the soul there is happiness and love. I look into myself and I can see these qualities shining within me. There is no need to look outside. But when I connect with the inner being, I can feel the happiness inside. In this inner state of being, I feel joy, I feel peace, I feel my true qualities. This is my original state of being. And in this awareness, I feel the presence of God. God's love and blessings.